A company's culture is shaped by a lot of things, but this is one of the most important. You have to convey your priorities clearly and repeatedly. In my experience, it's what separates great managers from the rest. If leaders don't articulate their priorities clearly, then the people around them don't know what their own priorities should be. Time and energy and capital get wasted. People in your organization suffer unnecessary anxiety because they don't know what they should be focused on. Inefficiency sets in, frustration builds up, morale sinks. Oh, not a happy ending to think about, but we will untangle it and reading one of my other favorite books, The Ride of a Lifetime by Bob Iger, former CEO of Disney. You are currently watching Books with Monica. I'm super thrilled to talk about this particular book. One, not a surprise, you've probably heard me mention a few times, big fan of Disney and Pixar, love how they built their company, the philosophy, and most importantly, their culture. And one of the things that Bob Iger, for those who don't know context, is how much he played a role in the current Disney development. They've gone through a lot of merger and acquisitions, Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, a lot of the big things that you know now have been gone under Disney in the past from this year to this year that we'll put editing right here. And what's so key is how he decided to do this. And the part that I just read to you is realizing how culture played a big role. And as a CEO, he said as soon as he was starting these initiatives that it was important for him to set the notion of what culture and what priorities he wanted to live. Now, hindsight, it's probably not going to be a surprise, but take a moment to listen what he shared and communicated with his team at that time. Number one, we need to devote most of our time and capital to creating high quality branded content. Focus on that. Number two, we needed to embrace technology to the fullest extent. And then we'll speak a little bit more about that. And number three, we needed to truly be a global company. Now, again, I know that seems very high level and you're like, Monica, how in the world does that still help in culture and, clear communication? Well, what he did with the three pillars is then re-looked at the entire company and business development to see if it does not fit here, then something is not right. Everything we do should absolutely align with these three pillars, and you have to make the case of how you're going to advance these three visions. And what it made instantly do, as we just read in that beginning quote, is it gave people clarity. It helped people know where they can make decisions faster. It's like everything that I do, is it helping advance these three things: technology, branded content, and global? And if it wasn't, then we know that we're not heading the right direction. So it gave people clarity. When you gain clarity, you have confidence then to know what to do differently. And so it's so important to think about not only first as a visionary to decide what you do, but think about the cultural aspect and how you then deliver this communication, what you decide, and then empowering hence the team. And that's part of the other reason why culture is so key. We'll speak a little bit more about other components, but that is for now from The Ride of a Lifetime from Bob Iger, and we'll speak soon again.